Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, guys. We're going to be diving into taking a look at our Leo energy. Please keep in mind that these messages are general, so they may or may not apply to you. Take what resonates, leave the rest for who do. You'll know if it's your message because it will sound like your story. And for those of you that are watching for the first time, we are still doing that 30-minute free reading for any first-time subscribers to the channel. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading, make sure you hit that subscribe button and send an email to the email address in the description below this video so that you can claim your free reading. Leo. Okay, so Leo, straight off the back here, I see that you guys are basically kind of sitting in this place right now. You might be feeling a little bored, disinterested in what you have to deal with at this time. This does have a lot to do with your emotional state, is what I'm seeing. You do have the cups here, so lots of Pisces, water energy, so Scorpio, Cancer. I'm getting more Cancerian. More of a Cancerian energy. Now, the reason why you're sitting still in this place, like not really paying attention, I feel like Spirit wants you to notice something, but you already know the truth, and you're choosing to kind of sit back and just live in this place where you are familiar, where things are repetitive, where things are well, it's comfortable to be where you're familiar, isn't it? But there's growth in you accepting some sort of realization, some sort of change, but you're choosing to stay in this place because it's more comfortable, even though you're not really comfortable in it, which is very interesting. So you do have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords and the Sun in reverse. When I clarified these cards, Knight of Wands is basically, you know that someone has lost interest or something of a sort. Their emotions are completely detached from the situation where this person has emotionally pulled away, leaving you in some sort of emotional state, but you're choosing not to acknowledge this because, and it's almost like somebody's living in denial by choice, because if they live in denial, then they have this illusion that everything's okay because it's familiar, it's repetitive, it is some sort of cycle, some sort of routine. Yeah, so that makes you feel a lot more comfortable because the latter is being able to see what Spirit wants you to see, which is that someone's been very impulsive and clumsy in their actions to the point where their emotions are no longer attached to the situations. And there's a lot of fears and anxiety that they've created a toxic connection here where things just aren't working out. And toxicity doesn't always have to include like abuse or anything like that. Well, yeah, it does in some way. But for me, what I'm seeing right here is like they've disappointed you, kind of like stolen your sense of happiness away. And in that sense, it's created this toxic environment where you feel like you're attached to something that's constantly making you unhappy. All right, Leo. Alright, so you have the Eight of Pentacles. It's upright, guys. And you also have the Seven of Cups. And you have the King of Cups and a discussion that's coming forth with the Two of Cups. Okay, so someone's really working hard, like they're trying to balance something out, put in a lot of hard work, hard efforts. You're doing the same thing over and over again, trying to make something perfect here. This could have to do with the connection, or this could just be someone working. You do have an illusion being shattered here that someone might be playing with their emotions or projecting their feelings onto someone. And I feel like you two, or whoever you're dealing with, Leo, are going to have a discussion about how burdensome this has been and how you can move past this. So this person is in the King of Cups energy. It's um, King of Cups is coming off as someone who's like really detached emotionally. Instead of facing their feelings regarding something, they rather paint over it. And in doing so, they'll cast an illusion so that you paint over it as well, because this person is in denial about how they're feeling. So they want you to be in denial about how they're feeling. So you stay attached in some way. There is an emotional opera. It's creating an emotional confusion here, where you don't know how someone feels, where they stand, and this person doesn't know where they feel or where they stand, because they won't face themselves or the truth about their emotional state at this time. But you guys are talking about how to move forward. Um, but I do see the Ten of Pentacles falling out here. Like choosing to move forward or learn or move past something does result in some instability when it comes to finances here. This could mean that someone might be losing a job, or they might be suffering a lot of financial losses to the point where they're unable to support a family. They're unable to support long-term growth in a situation here. They don't have the resources to do this. Let's see what we have. We have the Knight of Swords. Air and fire. So, yeah, I feel like this person is going to be coming back really quickly. They have something that they have to say, and then you have the Death card here. They're thinking about um, you. They're thinking about how things used to be. They're missing and being nostalgic. Maybe this person wants to come in and offer some sort of truce in some way, and maybe say that things have to end, or there needs to be a back to something, or something has ended. You do have the Nine of Cups and disappointment that's coming to the forefront here. And then you have the illusion. This is what's not being seen. There is some truth trying to be revealed here, but there's a lot of illusion around, like I said, how someone's feeling here. There is a person here that feels like every time they try to invest emotionally, they just get disappointed over and over again. See, maybe you're giving to a situation emotionally, like having false hope, or someone giving you false hope to the point where it just feels like your emotions are shattered, and you're just like sitting in a place where you're just drinking an empty cup all the time. I feel like someone's okay. So there is a community of people here, people that either this could be you or your person, but it is falling off on the Two of Cups here, and it's in a challenge position facing the East Tower. When I see this card like this, mm, when I see this card like this, what I'm getting from here is that both of you guys have friends, maybe even family, that you talk to, people in your community, regarding the connection that you guys have, but you're not sharing everything. You're keeping some of your feelings to yourself. Maybe you don't really feel like they'll understand what you're going through for both of you guys. But there is like almost like hinting at a scenario, or sidestepping the context in the conversation, so you can gain some sort of insight or some sort of knowledge, some sort of support when it comes to your feelings here, whether or not You should detach from talking to people or communicate with them. I feel like you're having a challenge with that. Maybe some of you guys are just used to dealing with things on your own. Maybe you feel more comfortable being on your own, not really having a family or community a part of what's going on with you guys. But I do see that there is a challenge, like someone wants to talk, but they're not saying everything. Okay, so you have the Judgment. And yeah, I feel like someone doesn't want to face that. A connection here is just really unstable. Maybe someone's not putting in equal amount of effort or hard work to build a home, to build a temple or a place that is sacred where you can have celebration and, well, basically feel like you can celebrate and enjoy because you've managed to create this structure. And in this context, what I'm seeing here is that someone keeps looking back at the past here, and it's clouding their head. Like maybe something in the past made you feel as if, and it's looking back at this illusion here and this sense of unhappiness here. Someone keeps looking back at the past, that it's making it hard for them to see that something may not just be working, something isn't working. And they have a choice to make. Indecisiveness, not really knowing what to do in the situation. Spending too much time alone, feeling stuck, and not really sharing how you're feeling. There is a need to release burdens, or someone here will be dropping something that's too heavy for them to deal with, too heavy for them to carry, or refusing to take responsibility for all the hard work or effort that they need to be putting into a situation here. This Emperor is going to be in regret once they do that, because they're going to be seen. Yeah, someone's going to come to a realization that someone just can't be trusted in a situation. And that doesn't always have to mean that someone's cheating. Maybe they just aren't reliable, is what I'm getting here. Okay. So you have stillness, purity, quiet, leadership, provocation, and power in reverse. And liberation. Yeah, so you staying attached to something, Leo, is kind of like stealing your power away, stealing what makes you strong, beautiful, independent, even a force to be reckoned with. It's almost like it's suppressing that. Or I'm visually seeing someone like their energy being slowly like pulled out of them, and as it's being pulled out of them, this person is becoming weaker and shrinking in a bit, and they're becoming more quiet. um, it's almost like someone's isolating this person by keeping them attached to something that's emotionally disturbing, and they don't really feel bad about it. Um, yeah. Okay, so someone here definitely wants to start over. They want something new, or they want to start over, or start a new path here, where they feel more at home, they feel more comfortable. Someone's missing the feeling of being home, of being comforted, of being loved, of having that comforted feeling. I'm almost feeling like, you know how you feel around Christmas when you're surrounded by family and you're celebrating, you're connected. And someone's missing that feeling, and they're feeling like something might be hopeless, okay? And then you have revenge at the bottom of the deck. Not really thinking straight when it comes to how you plan or find a solution to something, but you're unsure. Maybe you're feeling a bit vindictive, but you're not sure if you should be feeling this way, but you're patiently waiting to find out because you don't know. I feel like your intuition is telling you something, and that sense of vindictiveness can come from a place of being disappointed. So there's some sort of disappointment that you're feeling, and this need to lash out because you've been hurt in some way, but you're being patient to find out if it's valid, if that feeling is valid. Um, so let me see what messages I have for you. Exactly I'm looking for. I think I put it in here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like somebody feels really depleted here, like they're running out of ideas on how to justify something here, on on how to hold on to something here. This person's feeling like they're tied down in some way and they can't break free. Yeah, feeling of being lost. Inner child is being suppressed right now. This, yeah, hidden depths. Like I feel like this is pretty evident. Like someone's not really feeling like they're in a good place and they're hoping for a miracle here. It's very spotting. They're looking for something to prove what they see, or they're trying to manifest something so that it turns out to what it is. So yeah, this person hope, but the outcome is that something's over here. You have come together in reverse, and then you have pure intentions and temptation. Yeah, I feel like someone comes off as if they're very kind, they're very sweet, like they have the best intentions in the world, but this person doesn't. They're very attracted to unhealthy habits, behaviors, maybe even self-centered in some way. All right, so I'm gonna pull. Yep, I'm gonna pull this. Okay, so you pull the bloodstone like its namesake. It can cleanse negative energy in the blood. By doing this, it grounds any anger or resentment in the heart and blood. It throws a calming effect on your heart when you're feeling irritated or impatient. Literally summing up your reading right now. So, if you're interested in that stone, it's the official name is the heliotrope, and it's casually known as bloodstone. Oh, you have another card. So you have the moonstone as well. Just as the name says, the stone is connected to the moon. We all have emotional ups and downs or cycles like the moon. The stone can bring balance to those emotions. It is a stone of new beginnings, and when held to the forehead, can bring a spiritual experience. So I feel like that card really wants you to kind of like connect with spirit at this time, maybe find balance between yourself and spirit and not so much depend on this person that you're dealing with as a anchor to you feeling a sense of contentment or feeling a sense of freedom or a sense of power, because your power doesn't come from the person that you're dealing with, it comes from source. And in order for you to even effectively love someone, you have to first be able to connect that circle of love within yourself and within God, because God is love. So that is the circle of love. But if you're if you started out with that connection with source and you ended up with someone who is not very connected with that sense of love there, they don't know how to fulfill themselves emotionally. They don't really feel that much appreciation for themselves or for spirit, then they're going to be unable to actually equally give that back to you, which in a sense leaves them just taking and taking emotionally from you. And that is not a solid circle of love that you're creating for yourself. So I'm going to leave that for you guys. I hope these messages helped. If you do like the videos I post here, please show some love and support, guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment. Well, you can't comment because I post these videos specifically so that I can reach as many people as possible, so the comment section goes off. But share the videos with friends, family members that you think it may benefit. Okay. All right. Have a great day. Bye bye.